So as I told you, like you could potentially menace this is a very simple parasite.
Uh, one one moment. I I have I have some new technical things, so one moment I need to fix things. Test, test. I think it should work now without exploding. No, never mind. One moment again. I apologize again for the issues.
Apparently, house.
It might be fixed. I am unsure. Godspeed, people speak, maybe.
Hello. Let's see if this works.
My mic sounds nice. Check 1.
Audio, any feedback from the chat is heavily appreciated right now. Because I had to fiddle with a bunch of
Hey, it sounds good.
Is it
I was
also
listening to it back.
louder?
Yeah, let us know, guys. It seemed like OBS had a catastrophic issue because, as you may have heard, it tried to summon some sort of alien.
I see you out there,
entity
breakcore
from-
community. You stay away from this fucking stream. You send me money before you sample this shit.
Someone's definitely gonna sample that noise. I'm gonna sample that noise. It was pretty cool, whatever it was.
Sample it. Oh, I reckon we could get at least a.
Mechanicus can hear Aiden. I need to fix it better.
Oh no.
Okay, also, enjoy the technical difficulty screen. It is a new thing. Ah.
Oh well. Shall we get going then? Now that we've spent 15 minutes.
It was all an elaborate ruse, wasn't it? So
That's
Peg
true.
could play her technical difficulties
Exactly.
thing.
Right.
So we can bombard
yeah.
the
You
audience with
fell
a bunch
for
of fucked up
it.
noises.
Halloween!
Yes, it was. You know the old Halloween tradition of
Fucking
playing
up the
pranks.
stream.
You know, fucking up the
Subscribe to
stream.
the Patreon for my for my lecture on mucocutaneous leishmaniasis that I was actually saying when it was roboting hard.
That's all right. We're here.
Oh, yeah,
now.
wear a condom next time, Bill.
Yeah. Wait. What?
That doesn't quite work, does it?
Oh no, it's a parasite of the nose. Makes your nose fall
Well,
off.
what have you been doing then?
I do hope
Some
that
things don't
the
bear thinking about.
sound is loud enough on the stream itself, so it isn't like people have to have max volume to even hear us right now.
Yeah. Let's let us know.
Yes.
It sounds good from my side.
I'll be seeing the chat and adjusting as we go. I apologize once more.
Penny's also got new headphones, and then that problem was clearly OBS being a butthole. So, oh well.
Now I have Hans' shitty microphones.
Oh no.
Not microphone, headphones.
How dare you?
Oh damn. Already getting aggressive.
Don't put me in a self-defense situation. Too
I will
late.
defend
Everyone
myself.
needs to roll on the D10,000 chart.
We do. What?
We
Just
still
for
have
this?
3 more episodes of this.
Oh right.
Go. Whilst you're all doing that, hello, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Rolling in the Isles. And this evening, well, after the events of last week, which we shall recount momentarily.
2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
A week is a work
Yes.
week.
Yes. Sure.
We had to make allowances for our good compatriot. It's here as a little shindig for his thankfully successful, I believe, money-raising attempt.
Oh, we made $10,000 like for Krishna Kids, so it's definitely gonna be a thing now.
Hell
which is
yeah.
cool. So thanks to everyone who contributed to that. I believe there's people in the chat from this show who have backed the book as well. So that's really cool. Thanks to everyone.
Hell yeah. I'm glad. I'm so glad you got it funded.
Yeah, it was tense. It's a long fight. It takes it took 58 days. You have to do it within 60 days. So whatever. It's exciting. Brought some excitement to my life for 2 months.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Okay.
does anyone want to do the recap?
Last time, before we ended up over here, we went into one of the guild houses where a bunch of different guild members were. like Churches Guild, Forestry Guild, I believe too, Magistry.
Yep.
Yes.
Whole shebang.
It was just mostly us like talking, getting information about the area, information about people, just chit-chatting. And one of the mages had a basic quest for us to go into like more of a marshy area. That was like wasn't it like what's it called? Flooded graveyard? Was it more like that?
An old is a swamp that has subsumed an old charnel yard, which is a
Yes.
variety of graveyard.
And he wanted us to get like a specific slime or algae from over there, which we are now on our way to go grab. And I don't like that we can only see so much. I can try to turn my sound up higher. I cannot guarantee it working.
Okay. One of the matter that was involved was by cross-referencing with some of the other adventurers and their maps, you know that in this area there are a number of strange geographical structures that you're not quite sure what they were in the context of the maps themselves, but they were certainly worth investigating.
Indeed,
So
I
they
believe
were,
Han had a look at those.
and in the meantime, I think it's time we count over our compatriots and their brand new random effects, because at present the chart is enforced at the beginning of each episode in the next couple episodes.
Yep.
Han, yours,
Oh boy.
I will reveal at a later date, so it does
Oh,
not
no.
apply currently.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if that's good.
Not foreboding.
Eris,
Didn't know it's good.
holy water boils on contact with your skin.
Oh,
Bruh.
that's good, right? Wait,
Oh,
maybe.
that's like in real life.
I think the trick is like that. Hold on. Let me write that down.
Might not feel too nice.
I mean, oh yeah, hold up. That is not a good thing.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Is it with skin?
Skin contact, specifically.
Okay.
For the resident person of stone,
Yes.
if whenever you sneeze,
Uh-huh.
everything but your vascular system becomes invisible.
What?
That sounds fucking terrifying.
That does sound
Yeah,
terrifying.
I'm not
actually.
sure
What?
you have one.
I don't think. Do I? Do I just become invisible? I don't know.
You do bleed, so.
Right, so I have to.
You have cement blood.
Yeah. I guess it's
So liquid
must.
cement.
That's just copper piping full of water. Now for the
Okay.
nice and even 4343. Okay,
Oh god, is this if I
one,
sneeze in real life?
Wow, this one was kind of mean.
What, the invisible thing?
Okay, either for 1 week, Comrade can't be healed by magical means, so socialist healthcare, or fruits and vegetables rot more rapidly in the target's presence.
Oh
Only
no, hunger!
I'll let you pick, Mark.
Oh, great.
There are practical uses for the fruits and vegetables rotting more rapidly, I suppose.
Hey, you can make booze.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Solved that one.
Do note these all down as
It's just fruit and vegetables, it's not all food, it's just fruit and veg.
And I only eat bread anyway, remember?
Yeah, right. Now you've got wine along with it. It's fine.
Love this tomato wine. So good.
Pruno. The finest hooch
It's
brewed
not-
in the
it's not
cistern
real,
of a
right?
toilet in a prison.
There's no such thing as tomato wine, is there?
Yeah, there's
I
got
would
to be.
remind you that the Bloody Mary exists.
Oh, that's true. Tomato wine. Yep. Here's a recipe for it.
I watched a documentary thing before about people brewing alcohol in prison, like it was just saying Bill, and I saw that and I was like, the fuck, these people in prison are doing it, and I'm out here paying like big dollars. So I went on like a mission and I started like making cider, like based purely
Yeah.
off. Fuck this! Like prisoners are doing it, but it exploded in my kitchen and and there was cider like all over the
Oh,
walls,
God.
like and I had to repaint the kitchen and everything. But
Oh shit! Did you have one of the air filters on top of the ones that let the?
no, like I know that I just like loosened the lid a bit, like thinking that'll be
yeah.
enough.
No.
Yeah, you say that, but they don't have one of those filters in prison, do they?
That's
Like,
true.
They hack
That's
their
true.
way around it as well. So
First time I ever tried to make wine or mead or whatever, I don't know why, but for some reason I thought that grapefruit juice would be a really good idea. Like oh that'll probably be interesting.
Ugh.
And then I used I also didn't have one of those filters, so I used my ghetto hack, which I was told, oh for sure, if you put a balloon on top of the carboy or whatever, it will totally work just as well as one of those filters. No, it doesn't, and the whole thing just tasted like you were drinking a balloon. It was disgusting. So I haven't tried again since.
Guess wash the balloon next time?
It's simply just leaching microplastics into the alcohol.
Yeah. I know like
Also,
some parts of my family in Kazakhstan also make just homemade wine. It's just like a huge glass jug full of just homemade wine. It's pretty good.
I'll kill some meat right now.
There's
But
cider in the
any
fridge,
case,
Bill.
Before we should continue, as you arrive at the venue, and the smell hits you before the sight does. An overwhelming smell of rotting, like the sweet rot of decaying compost, of burning marsh gases, and of the odor of May trees swaying in an evening breeze. That overwhelming sweetness kind of just smothers all your other senses. Hangs on the tongue. It feels almost greasy. And every footfall is met with a damper and softer, like, crunch, until eventually the soil is the consistency of putty. Soft clay. It can scarcely even support your weight. It smears like oil paint underneath your step.
Ooh.
Whilst we're on this map, assume that all of your movement is reduced by at least 5 feet. 5-foot steps are still possible. This is not true difficult terrain. But I will keep people updated as to the situation. But eventually the pathway to these loose kind of network of elevated soil that hasn't quite given up its way to the waters funnels you in through these granite walls. Some of the others you saw from afar seem to be only waist high, but these are leering, great, 10-foot tall granite walls, seemingly going further into the soil beneath for who knows how many feet. It appears that once that this was a far larger structure than what is now. More resembles a keep than a graveyard. Why, is everyone's lighting working correctly?
Looks fun to me.
I believe so.
Yep, looks fine.
Then have at it. You have free reign. Just take it slow and I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, let's
You dot around, you see these old chunks of what appears to be broken flagstones. It's like paving.
I mean, if those not sunken yet.
Yeah,
Some
I
have
kind of want
sunk.
to.
There are some of the larger ones that are intact that have sunk into the soil.
I'd like to, yeah, probably try to. I guess we'll follow in a line here.
Congo,
And
let's go.
Let's go in the conga line, not the Congo line. That's something else.
Belgium is typing.
Something
Mark,
worse.
oh no.
Oh no, okay.
You're here to,
I
you're here
wasn't
to,
sure.
you're here to collect. You're here to collect slime, not rubber.
Yes. I'll follow you guys in a
Could always
line then.
come in handy though.
Indeed.
Rubber is a valuable resource. Just I guess just carefully try to
Farewell
step
to arms.
on the flagstone steps.
Something nostalgic about this area. Reminds me of my mum's cooking.
It lacks the usual methane smell of a swamp. It's that overriding, kind of cloying sweetness.
Right. Right, so we're looking for
Graves.
fungi.
You was asked to basically take slime mold samples from as many pools around here as you could.
And we know that it can be found in water, for the most part.
Yes,
Mhm.
it usually accumulates on the surface of the water.
Right.
Well, it
No, it
looks like
does-
this. Also, that it splits here in the path.
That's
I would
the
suggest we
water,
don't
right?
split up.
Yep.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Oh, is it just water here then?
That's water.
Okay. All right.
There's some
brackish.
water to try.
Yes. Let's take a sample from this then. I guess.
I mean, we have to see if there's even algae in there that we need.
Oh right.
Or the
Dear.
slime mold.
I totally thought that water was bushes. Did
I thought it
everyone
was
else?
bushes too.
That's why it's like, oh, is
Yeah.
this water?
Honestly, at the stage of algae growth, there's very little difference.
Do I recognize anything that looks like, like the slime we're looking for?
He said to just get as
Just-
many samples as you could.
Just from any body of water in here, yeah?
Yes. The more differentiation, the better.
Okay.
Yes, this entire area is just festooned with these mushrooms.
Could I
These
make perception or knowledge, nature actually, on those mushrooms?
Certainly. Why don't these have collision? They should.
21.
Nice.
Okay. These are fairly normal mushrooms. These at least would be considered fairly normal mushrooms, but they're far larger than they should be. Shaggy ink caps and agarics, but they're 3 or 4 times the size they should be.
So something's fucking going on here. There's some type of fertilizer. Oh wait, it's a graveyard.
Huh. Are any of the mushrooms edible? We could... Or useful, maybe? I mean, you can make up poisons and stuff with agaric.
Agaric is most, or primarily in this region at least, processed with citrus juice and milk, and used to make, shall we say, not recreational amenities,
Oh, to
but
get fucked
certainly religious ones. No, you need to remember, it's like salvia. Salvia
Oh,
is normally called a
no.
religious drug because you need to be
Yeah,
a very
no
faithful
thanks.
person to do so.
up? Yeah, it stinks. No thanks.
I'm not sure why the collision.
Although, I don't know. I haven't done it since I was a teenager. Well, been early 20s.
But I'd like to try and take a sample from closer inside of this water. So if Aiden could grab one from the edge of the pond, and I grab
Sure.
one further in.
How deep if I... Oh, I don't know if I want to step in this, actually. Or I
also don't
do.
want to step in this. I'm
Oh,
checking how far reach I have with my prehensile hair.
I have a 10-foot pole.
Poke it.
I'll just, like,
Careful, Penny.
pull some of the water.
He might want money from you. He'll want reparations. He's awfully tall.
Hey, what's going on? I'm confused.
He's got a 10-foot pole.
I don't know what that means.
Mate, don't worry, it's a joke about Polish people.
A giant one.
we need to be careful. Folks at home, please have some mercy on Penny. She's German. They don't have Polish people there anymore.
Not anymore. They don't. Oh
I'll
God.
be moving over there and just. Baz, could I?
Poland? Oh.
Huh? Stop it.
Be grim, be bleak, but every now and then, give a nudge and a wink.
Could I get the 10-foot pole from Baz?
He throws the pole your way.
Okay, what the fuck have?
Heavy strike, right?
Catch.
Not for this one.
Sauceport. Why not use it for everything else?
Just bull rush her into the water.
No.
Cash.
Catch and just a spear throw. But she will then use it to get stuff from over here. Because with the prehensile hair, I get 10 feet. And then additional 10 feet.
Also, is it just mirrored that Mark just disappear?
Yeah.
Like, on the screen?
Mark.
Wait, I guess we all turned around and noticed Comrade
There he is.
Comrade appears to be.
He clipped into Aiden's character model.
Oh no! That's what I thought. He also disappeared.
Also, just a warning, folks.
Okay.
Please be wary of the lighting walls in this. For some reason, they aren't functioning properly because Roll20 is held together with spit. So do not move against the walls. You might clip through, and I'm not sure how to stop that happening. And if you abuse it, I will send you to the backrooms map.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Is that like bring out the GIMP, the backrooms map?
I wish I had an encounter. I wish I just had a button on this, and I was just like send in the GIMP, and it just spawns like 8 leather-clad people.
Like the putties from Power Rangers, but actual GIMPs.
It's the backrooms.
There's very little practical difference.
I hope we split up the flasks so everyone can like just sample stuff.
If not, let's. While we're all here, we'll take it.
You were basically given several crates of milk bottles.
Okay, then
Alright.
we should be good.
We're all fun.
I'll try
like
and
sterilized milk
fill
bottles.
one milk bottle of like from the stuff that's over here.
You notice that the crate does say property of Lycian Dairy. Unauthorized ownership is an offence.
Well,
Okay.
too bad.
The
I am offensive, therefore.
The
it all makes
consistency
sense.
of the algae is like wet sand. Almost like loose, like a loose matrix. Like it's.
Were you able to see how deep it was with the pole? I don't want to step in it either way now.
I'm not stepping in it. I'm using my hair with which I get 10 feet reach.
Oh,
And then I have
okay.
a pole that has 10 feet reach.
The algae almost reminds you of if you've ever had milk separate.
Ugh.
There's that layer on top of just the milk fat and solids floating in kind of tattered, frayed ledges.
Is it
guess-
filled
Clear way. It's not firm enough to say support weight, you'd reckon, unless the
Right.
person was particularly light.
Oh, by the
Small
way, Bill,
person.
could you check your DMs?
Yeah, hang on. Let's see.
I think I found the solution for the dynamic lighting.
Hang on. Of course, it's in the separate section from
Yeah.
the dynamic lighting.
Gotta be intuitive after all.
It's swept. Okay, that should have fixed it. On if you give a attempt
Yep.
on this wall here.
Works.
Bargain. I love when they do updates and then don't restore the default.
Let me just move this setting around that's clearly part of dynamic lighting out of the dynamic lighting section.
And put it next to Fog of War, which doesn't work anymore.
Alright. I'll try to get as much of like that into one of the milk bottles as I can.
Okay.
And that's bad.
King, for the reference, I don't let milk get that way often. Just that at my workplace, the night staff sometimes leave the milk out. So I know what it looks like.
Just out of curiosity, I've got this pitchfork. I'm just gonna kind of poke with the end just to see how deep this water is.
It goes a couple centimeters, a couple inches, then falls off precipitously.
Oh, I didn't throw it. Oh, you mean like I'm like running across the bottom? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get to the edge of the light green section on this water, you can't feel the bottom of the pitchfork.
Okay. So you probably don't step in it.
Yeah.
At least in this pool in particular.
Sure.
I will then also try to swish off any algae that is on the pole and hand it. Well, no, throw it back at Baz. You know what?
As you scoop up liquid and kind of cork the bottle, you hear a light noise that picks up.
I would like to roll perception to ignore it. I don't want to deal with that.
Pay no heed to the jar.
Yes, the jar does not speak.
Not anymore.
Yes, 15 to ignore it.
Do you know there's actually a DC for ignoring things? You're good.
Very cool. I'll hand it off to the others.
Anyone who handles it and moves at any amount can hear a slight clinking noise from the bottom of the bottle.
Well, it looks like you might have gotten more than just muck.
No, I don't think so.
Wound around the, you notice that wound around the stave appears to be an old root.
Well,
Must be an old bulrush root. Still has this little starchy tuber at the bottom attached. Notice also there's a bunch of leafy plants at the opposite end.
Yeah.
Let's investigate those.
The algae here, the consistency is bizarre. It's in a large amount by itself. It almost feels spongy.
Yeah. Well, should we try to find another pool or just?
Could I roll knowledge local to figure out if this this is just like a local phenomenon that is kind of part of the course?
Roll away.
Cool.
There are a few places where the rivers and lakes have grown stagnant. The one location on the west coast, not far from here, is just called the Smelly Pond because it's that stagnant, and you can smell it for miles. But even there, it doesn't quite get like this. It's bewildering. It's consistency almost not too dissimilar from sponge. But you don't believe all this is algae. You think some of it might be fungal because it has a slightly fleshy texture to it.
I was gonna say, every fiber of my being is telling me this is gonna like turn into a giant like slimy Superman monster thing.
Yeah.
Superman.
Ocean
Yes.
Man. So were we looking for a mold or a
Just the
another thing?
slime.
Slime. All right.
Was that slime mold?
I think the algae stuff, right?
Well, I'm scooping him algae. I was not talking to him, so I'm just scooping stuff up, what I see.
Let's go. Then,
Scooping
I
away,
guess.
you're scooping a last clinks against something. And hooks.
Oh no.
Something is The are you scooping directly? Have you got like a scoop on the end of a stave, or are you using the bottle directly?
Who?
Yourself.
I would have tried to pick up stuff with the pole, and then like put it into the bottle what I had hanging on the pole.
Ah, so just like a
like picking up
the stave.
algae with a stick from like
Yeah.
a pond, basically.
okay.
Yes.
In that case, the end of the stave momentarily hooks on and clatters off of something.
I would like to change my collection of, like my area of collection. I'm not fucking with
Can you-
anything. I'm sorry, but I'm spooked.
Is it stuck or can she move it?
No, she can move it further.
Okay.
Yeah. I shall scoop from
You-
over here.
Okay. Roll me a d20, please.
Oh fuck. 7.
As you're scooping, something is sitting on top of the pile of muck that's accumulated on the stave.
I will look at it.
It appears to be some kind of stone. A thin glass-like stone.
I don't like this. I would like to get the staff closer and look at it. Perception? And I'd also like Mr. Chums'
You may.
help on it and like let him see it too. 17.
It's a thin sliver of crystal. Specifically a green mineral crystal.
I'd like to add it into the bottle as well.
Okay.
And then hopefully have maybe 1 or 2 bottles filled and then leave that pond. I don't like
Are you
this.
wanting the crystal to be towards the bottom of the bottle or the top?
I'll roll 1d2, you decide what is top, what is bottom. Because I'm bad at decision making too.
Bottom. Okay. There's a way to as it hits the bottom.
Let's go to another spot.
Okay.
There's weird rocks in there.
Ah,
Alright, carry on.
what direction?
If
Forward.
anyone wants to examine
Forward.
the rock, let me know.
Huh?
If anyone wishes to examine the stone, let me know.
Sure, if I can see it in the.
I would let
I mean, I don't
people
know.
there's a rock in the one bottle for sure.
I don't know if I'd have any like talent to identify it. I don't have
You're
any,
a rock.
despite being a rock. I don't know if
Use
that counts.
geography
Just-
to
just-
racially profile
use
the
the-
rock.
Can I
the
use
cold-
geography to racially
Oh,
profile
yes,
the rock?
geography is geology as well.
Okay. All right.
Racially profile one of your cousins.
That is... Huh, strange. That is deep crystal. You don't usually see that on the surface.
Hmm.
If you have any knowledge arcana,
And that's
I do not, but do you, Penny? I'll tell you that what
I
it is.
do.
It's a deep crystal. Ah, yes. I haven't seen Cousin John in years.
17 for a total for
Deep-
26.
deep crystal is used in psionic crafting.
Ooh.
It naturally accumulates and stores psychic energy and psionic energy. In other words, this material is psychoreactive. A lot of people who have are more, shall we say, mindfully inclined, will use it to make weapons and jewelry to help increase their abilities. And it said that the average psychic with assault doesn't quite get to pass the bar, so to speak, until they've manage to shove a piece of their personality into one of these.
Man, I sure
That-
hope this algae doesn't have a personality and uses it.
Oh, with the 26 you reach, you know this is actually a psi crystal and an inert one. So whoever was using it is no longer using it, and no trace remains beyond very mild residual elements.
Okay. Do you still think we should continue moving? I don't like the crystal pond.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's always the graveyard next door.
Well, where do you guys? Yeah, what did you say? Where do you guys want to go? Left or forward?
Just to let you know, directly in front of Han
Mm-hmm.
is a door,
Oh.
a large mausoleum door.
Well, if there's probably not going to be any more. I mean, there might be some pond scum water somewhere built up in there, but probably more likely to be over in the.
Oh, there is some to the left and right
Oh, okay.
over here.
All right.
Yeah, we should
Well-
just go and
Just
check out the
go.
outside.
Noticing that this is a rather narrow space, I'll be sure to just look up, just in case.
There's nothing above you, though. There are the
Right.
pillars that make up the gateway here are very tall. They are about 15 feet in height, looming stone pillars about 5 foot thick.
There's also a spider over there. Baz will look at it skeptically.
There's a small, mildly glowing green spider.
I am staying away from that thing.
In fact, upon seeing you, it will skitter away.
Good. Alright, shall we proceed then? Or,
Yes.
alright, I will
Sure
try the
thing.
door.
The door is locked.
Algae?
Yeah, get the
We should
algae.
get more algae. We have several bottles we have to fill.
Alright, gonna try and open this door first, because it's a little cramped over here. So, could I attempt a disable device check on the door?
You may. The door has a very heavy, ornate iron door handle and latch with a ornately decorated keyhole.
Fortunately, the battle wrench which I have doubles as a set of thieves' tools.
Far away.
And if that fails, I may have a crowbar you can borrow to try and
Perhaps.
jimmy it open.
Indeed, you have an infinite bag.
Possibility.
Okay. 19. The door is fairly old, so it'll take you a little while.
Mm-hmm.
If you almost had at one point a just about dropped tumblers, but with a little bit of time, a few minutes, you should be able to jimmy it open.
While Baz does so, I want to try and actually scoop some from the edge of the pond, which I think I've not done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of hard to really see shit. Oh, it's just in one little space here between the two ponds. Right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Where the fuck did my stomach see a lot more?
You want to see if you can get the door open first? Here, I'll.
Han, show me a
Yes.
perception check, please.
Yes. $17.
Mixed in amongst the usual rigmarole of mausoleum door decorations, prayers in various languages, there is a phrase that crops up that you don't normally find on doors. You don't of this kind. You've been to a few of the mausoleums, or a few of the graveyards around. Just thanks to the fact that people from Samson tend to have a large extended family, which are quite tight knit. So the usual equivalent of, say, requisite and patchy, etc. And but there's a phrase here you don't recognize, and it's like it's a little band of iron underneath the main curve of the door. So where requisite and patchy might have been on the decoration, right beneath it in fine stamped iron is a phrase you don't recognize. It's in a language you probably don't recognize. What languages do you have?
I have got Common, Giant, and Scout Can.
Not one you recognize.
You would know that Ares also speaks a couple. So if you ask for help, she can give it.
Do we have any linguists here?
I can
Nope.
take some.
You hear a low rumble by your left ankle.
Oh, as a reminder, in case it comes up, I do have blind sight for 25 feet, in case that reveals anything pertinent.
Could I have a look at the phrase thing?
Mark, you're currently stood in a pond. Do you want to alter your location, or?
We're just huddled up together.
Jump into his arms like fucking Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
Yeah, just yeah, very Scooby Doo vibes.
Could I have a go at reading the one thing?
Yeah,
As
sorry.
everyone's huddled in there.
Yeah, I guess so. Try to.
As a
let
great
Penny through.
gout of marsh gas pushes its way up through the lake bed to the surface.
Whoa.
I'll be sure to cover my mouth.
Again, the odor's not like usual methane. It doesn't have that swampy smell. It just
You mean a fart
it's a chemical.
smell?
It's a very sweet odor, but with a tinge of something chemical to it, like metal.
Like Coca-Cola.
Probably
I think.
closer to the smell of a. I'd say closer to something you'd smell at smeltery.
Okay.
In fact, it smells quite similar to how the deep dwarfs forge smelled back in town.
Ah, okay. So now we've got two signs that there's something from
The deep.
Yep.
the deep.
Can I attempt to read the one phrase on the door?
You know.
As I have Common, Sylvan, Terran, Celestial, Abyssal, Aklo.
The phrase is in Celestial.
Oh, what does it say?
It says,
Ooh, what's-
I shall type it in chat, and you may recount to the others as you see fit.
I will just mention. Oh, it says forgive us. I'm not sure who us is and who they are.
It's forgive the US. I'll never forgive the US. for
No,
what
me
they did.
neither.
Death to imperialism.
Understandable.
Could I roll knowledge of religion to try and figure out any religious significance to this phrase? Oh shit.
Forgive us, traditionally, not a great deal of religious significance. It is sometimes associated with the term DSI, which is may the gods help us. In the case of entombs, especially in the West Coast, specifically, the term forgive us is traditionally written on the tombs of people who at one point rose as undead and were put down.
I'm going to relay this to the party.
As the act of slaying undead, specifically on the western coast, is considered an act of desecration and has to take the person who performed it has to take penance to cut and nail the golden dragon.
If you kill an undead,
I mean, it's
Specific-
a dead body nonetheless.
destroy it, I guess.
Specifically, if it is the body of someone of your bloodline.
How the hell do they deal with undead menaces then?
I like the idea
They
that
send
you
in the
just have to
clerics who then
wrestle
perform
them
penance
back into the
thereafter.
grave.
Yeah, I guess so. Just gonna wrestle them
It's
back.
the West Coast's brand of the Golden Dragon Faith are more penitent, similar to
Okay.
say the Spanish Catholics.
Oh, no, not the Spanish.
Inquisition. Aha.
Well, I didn't expect that, Penny.
Oh boy.
Oh, never did.
Penitence.
For reference, Father Enzo, the gentleman that Han has something of an was somewhat intimidated by last session, is from the western coasts. No further south.
I see.
They're more the crusading kind. But they do it out of necessity rather than out of any particular say positive fervor. But to see it this far up north, you're in fairly far north of the island. To see something from a practice like this out here is a bit odd. This must be it was more broadly practiced back in the early days of Cardinal's worship. So this must be a fairly old tomb. And the ivy growing all over the stonework here seems to indicate the same.
Does it appear to be poison ivy?
No. Though in places where it hangs over the water, it has a very sickly appearance. The ivy is discoloured, and there's something not quite right about it. You can't quite see. Primarily because it seems to look strange in your dark vision. Like if you focus on it for too long, it flickers slightly.
Could I take a guess on how much sunlight the ponds get?
Could you roll me a survival check?
Yes, I can, I think. I don't have it as a flask, I can still roll it, right?
Yeah, certainly. If you have any other rolls you think would be appropriate, you may, of course, roll it.
I mean, I would take nature,
Yeah, that would work.
because I think that will give me a bit of a better result.
No, okay. The area around here is quite overgrown, but they should still get a good amount of sunlight. Other places, perhaps not so much in this little corner because it is right between two large walls. But the broader area around here should see a fair amount. Other areas are more built up with trees, and those are quite shaded. But this area beyond this little nook is quite well sunned. And this is oriented with the north to the physical, like top of the screen. So the sun rises in these here and just shines clean through. If it went for the loose roof tiles and various overgrowths of ivy, this area would be well sunned entirely.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there's some weird relationship between the ivy and algae, where the algae cannot get sun, so it just steals the nutrients from the ivy.
You could examine the ivy if you wish, but
Would the
again,
19
it's
work
difficult.
for that?
I'd say roll again, but also to get decent details, you'll have to use a light source, as something
I
about
do
this
have a
ivy is
lantern.
that would be ideal. It's just this stuff doesn't play nice with dark vision.
12. For lantern.
Okay. There are greyish veins running across the surface of the ivy.
I will make sure to not touch it. I will point out that the ivy seems to have some sort of sickness.
At the tops, the plant's also suffering from leaf curl. And on those, on the upper portions of the leaves have turned a charcoal grey across the entire top surface. And the stem and bottom of the leaf, where the actual leaf, the structure is found, sloughing away. It puts you in mind of the ink cap mushrooms you saw earlier. The ones where, after a certain amount of time, they start to digest themselves.
Ink caps are pretty cool. That's weird. Ivy doesn't normally do that.
Right. Shall we see what's on the other side of this door?
Yeah, let's check it out, I guess.
Just
Oh. Yeah, and then on the way in, we'll collect the stuff. But it's a bit of a tight squeeze, I think, going through here.
Also, we may wish to be quiet. Don't want to rouse the dead. And all that.
I'll just
Actually, probably a good idea, to be
draw a
fair.
little thing here to add somebody at the door.
I'll let Baz have the first step in. I do not trust myself.
Yeah.
Because I will get killed immediately if I step in. I don't know.
There's an enormous spider web at the other end of the room. It's easily 5 feet across. And it goes from ceiling to floor.
He looks at it in utter disgust.
It's a vaulted ceiling, so it's a good 10 feet up.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a big spider, though, does it? Just that it doesn't have competition.
Yeah.
It's just all alone for a long period of time.
You notice that the vines have worked their way in from the exterior here.
Hmm.
They still look just as poorly. In fact, you can see areas where there's the thick algae, and it's kind of seeping through the walls.
Yeah, it means we can scoop him up from the walls.
Here is actually a thick bed of algae that's consumed the upper left corner of the room, right beneath the web.
Of course, it's right beneath the web. Also, just
This-
in 20 bucks from Zamas. I don't know what's going on and I don't care. Someone is allergic to the plants.
Well,
Oh, no.
if only we had someone, whoever they sneezed, turned invisible.
Oh, no. No.
Congratulations, you gained the hay fever drawback.
Oh, god dang it. Is that a condition, or
Yes.
a drawback?
It's
Wait, is it a condition or something else?
It's a drawback. You'll get the points for it, but you'll have to survive to get them.
By the way, is this a chest over here?
Yes. There is a large iron shod chest, and next to which is a wooden crate. There's also a large, what appears to be 2 barrels. One small and iron shod, the other is much larger, but just bound with wooden and what appears to be old rawhide, like looping.
Does the chest appear to be locked?
Yes, there's a heavy padlock. You notice, though, scattered around it, what appears to be animal bones.
I wonder where those could be from. Surely not the spider that lives here. I'd like to use prehensile hair to grab algae from over there, like scoop it up. I don't want to get anywhere near.
The algae here is bizarre. It's like it's a simulacrum of grass. It's oriented in these fronds of just thin blades, like grass.
I will use one of the animal bones to shove it into the glass.
By the way,
It peels like a layer of turf.
do any of us have torches that are on?
I have a lantern that is on.
May want to be careful with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I have a dark vision, so no light vision.
I'd say if anyone wants to roll survival on that or knowledge nature.
Yeah, sure.
On
On the algae?
wait, no,
Also,
On the torches.
the torches.
No.
Still kind of back here.
8.
Okay.
26.
Whilst there is a risk of marsh gases igniting, the kinds of marsh gases that you'd smell first. And furthermore, they would be more likely to safely disperse and burn than they would to explode. The area here is far too open for it to be a
So
major
kinda
risk.
Accumulate, really.
No, it would have. If one of these buildings was flooded with mud completely, it might have a slight risk if it accumulated enough. But the kinds of algae that are seeping in through the walls simply aren't the correct kind. You're actually far more at risk from being poisoned from marsh gases in these kinds of locations than you are from dying from an explosion. So you'd probably put money on a light source actually being preferable. Further, quite frankly, with the way this ivy interacts with your dark vision, if it does have any kind of deleterious effects, like poison ivy would, this stuff, if you look at it long enough, even in peripheral vision, is practically invisible to dark vision. It shimmers. It's very hard to see. So it would. It's simply the same color as the stone behind it in the wavelength of light that dark vision uses.
I would like to take mental notes on the ivy to later maybe ask some of the guild members if they know the specifics what that ivy has.
By the way, Penny, do you share the information about the gases?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, Baz will rub part of the charcoal from his torch into a spare bit of cloth and then wrap it around his nose and mouth.
Okay. You'll activate a charcoal mask.
Yep.
Good idea, actually, yeah.
I will cope, surely.
And I'll light up the torch.
Okay.
Yes, I hope I filled a bottle with the spider web grasp algae.
Okay, let me just switch on lighting. Oh, you already had 20 foot of.
Where were you? Which water were you getting it from? There's two little ponds here. Is there a bridge over top?
There's algae inside of the
okay.
thingy that is like
It
under a
appears that
spider web.
The walls at the very corners, if you look carefully, are seeping water and sludge from the outside.
Yeah.
You did know that there are walls of this building that do back onto the ponds directly.
After I grab that, I would like to go out of that because I'm too spooked.
I would like to attempt to open the chest.
Okay.
But before I do that, would that be considered grave robbing?
Is any of this considered grave robbing?
Roll me a knowledge religion.
Yes. Fortunately, I have a mighty bonus of +1.
It's fine.
I'll grab the bolt cutters. Put them to the attachment points of the lock.
It's a really fancy lock. It's nice. It's made of brass and bronze.
Ooh. Is it inside of the chest itself, or is it like attached
Padlock.
to it? Oh, padlock.
Yeah.
Right.
Simple
In that
snap,
case,
really.
I'll just try and snip whatever it's attached to, and then take the lock with me.
Okay. Try and snip through the attached loop.
Yep.
It's fairly simple. Go. Crack through without much problem. In fact, the whole thing shears off. You're left with a ornate padlock with a little piece of looped. Almost looks like tin, to be perfectly honest.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should collect more algae.
Yes.
So, what's on the inside?
I'll go on this side.
Shid.
What do you do, Han? You've heard the click.
Okay. So have I completely opened it or partially opened it? For this.
Mark moves.
Step halfway up when you hear the click.
I'll just take a 5-foot step back.
Just take a 5-foot step away from this shit.
Just take another step back if I can.
Well,
All right.
as you step up, The door slams shut.
There was a reason why I left.
And it slams shut with a remarkable amount of force.
Could I check the door after it closed and if the writing changed?
Well, I'll just sort of look around and like say to the sky. So, was that a bad thing?
Roll me a lunge relation check.
Five.
The shrug of God himself. But as you pop open the top, you hear what you thought were two chains just to keep the lid from falling back too far, are too short for it to be that, as they pop the corks in two bottles. And the entire room fills with a thin, greyish blue mist.
Well, glad I had the charcoal.
Yeah, roll me a thought save.
Yeah, about that much, but...
Any bonus from the mask?
I'll factor it in my end.
Cool. 19.
And one more, please. Okay. And a will save.
And a will save. $24.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You don't notice anything. It smells odd.
Well, Baz will be sure to hold his breath just because of all the weird stuff that's around. And I will attempt to...
Okay. As that's happening, you notice something.
Yes.
Something drops down from the ceiling.
You didn't check that ceiling?
Not you again.
It is dead.
Ooh.
Good. Okay. That's a relief. Then Baz thinks to himself for a moment. Wait a second. That could be me. Fuck.
The door is stuck fast.
Can I have a look at the hinges?
They are recessed hinges. So the structure of the vault actually hides them.
Ah. So the door opens towards the inside. What's the door made out of?
It is iron shod wood.
Iron
And
shod.
inlaid with engravings in lead and tin. On this side, you notice something written on the back.
What does it say on the back?
Written in giant.
Ah, I can relate to this. For real, for real.
Just like me.
It says, "Pray you turn back, return to your tomb from whence you came. We would not desecrate you again."
Baz thinks to
It's
himself.
written on
quite a twist of irony.
It's written on a thin sheet of gold.
How high up is the ceiling?
It's 10 foot ceiling, vaulted.
Anything particular about it that I might notice, like cracks or crevices?
Oh, looking around the room, roll me a perception check and knowledge engineering.
All right.
Meanwhile, on the outside, as you're rolling that, the door is slammed shut in your faces, and Baz is on the other side.
I would like to check the door and see...
It's locked.
Did the writing change? Just checking if there's anything major.
Oh, Bill, could I use profession siege engineer rather than knowledge engineering?
Of course.
Excellent.
This is checking the structural integrity of a building, which comes under siege engineering.
So So did the writing on the door change?
Yeah. Once written in Celestial is now written in Aklo.
Well,
Ooh.
I have Aklo.
Yeah.
So,
Still says, forgive us.
Hmm.
You notice that a few of the symbols were turned slightly when the mechanism engaged. And that this door isn't actually a lot thicker than it seems. Baz, the far wall over here is very weak. You suspect that the web is the primary thing keeping it together, combined with the slime mold.
Right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna make sure to stay low to the ground, since whatever is filling this room seems to be going up somewhat. And I will attempt to just sort of poke at the wall with my 10-foot pole, as though I'm playing pool.
Roll your power check.
Alright.
well, he says that could I try to open the door?
You may. Do you have a disable device or any other abilities that would let you bypass the lock?
Since it changed, the language and symbols changed after it closed, could I assume that it's somewhat magical? Or I could also just use detect magic maybe on it?
Yeah, you may certainly. You can roll a check. Do you have roll spellcraft, please?
Okay. Because something ain't right here. 13.
It's quite a simple one, so I don't worry too much. Whilst it does appear to have been, it does have residues and magic on it. It is not magical itself, but it was manufactured with magical tools.
Could I take one of the crowbars from my
Yes.
and then use
You may.
magic device while using
may.
the crowbar? Okay.
Guess you have to request a crowbar.
I mean, I think.
Or are they freely given?
How was that 26, your power check?
Yes.
The entire building shifts as the wall comes down.
Oh, fuck.
It's a loud splat, crash, and a splash as the chunks of granite smash into the opposing wall and pretty much fill the intervening chunk of the pond, blowing up huge underwater clouds of debris.
Bruh.
I will use like a big extra bit of cloth, actually one of the spare sacks I've got, to just kind of blow away whatever noxious fumes are inside. Get a bit of ventilation going.
Sort of thrashing around the bag. Good air circulation.
Everyone else hears an almighty crash from the other side of the door, and you see multiple chunks of the whole building shift.
Oh no.
Baz just looks at one of the coffins and says, "Sorry." Fug.
Oh. Oh, no, no, no.
Did the 19 of use magic device do anything?
You managed to pop off a front panel that houses the hinges. They're bizarre looking things. The mechanism is a bizarre kind of camming mechanism that allows the entire hinge to be hidden inside the door.
So if me... Wait,
It's almost like it's
do I
segmented.
remove the hinges in that sense then?
Yes, you can disconnect them fairly simply.
I'd like to then just tap against the door so it falls inside, I hope. After removing the hinges.
Okay. They literally are. There is not even a real thread. There's literally a bolt through with a separate retaining bolt.
Mm-hmm.
You just unhook it and pull pin through.
I'll do that.
And the door pivots. You've got the top of them sorted, and you can kind of just nudge the door over.
Let's go. Baz, what did you do?
I made a path. Also, it seems that some people may not be sleeping anymore.
Well, kind of hard to ignore that sound.
It seems so. Let's just carry on. You know, that's not the big.
I would like to say, we don't want any subscriptions, please. No, thank you.
I'm not interested in learning about Jesus.
Yes. I'm sorry, we are gay, we do not believe in God. Please leave us
Sorry,
alone.
I already have a VPN.
Yeah, we have Jesus at home.
The chest, by the way, is left open. You know,
Anything else in there?
there is.
I will look
Yes.
into the chest. Fuck you, Baz. Aha.
There is something swaddled in a cloak.
That is concerning. I will ask Baz. Go on. I think you left something in there.
So, Han, could you roll me a reflex save as you go past?
Sure. 20 plus
Also, Aiden, Mark, move up if you can.
2,
Mm-hmm.
10.
As you walk past, you tread on the spider.
Oh no.
What a shame.
Push.
Your left boot is glowing slightly.
Oh.
I'll try to like scrape my foot somewhat on the edge.
Oh, it's
kind of
stained
to get
bad.
it off.
It pops like a grape. It's a bewildering lack of resistance when you try on it.
Can I just try and get my boot wet, at least the bottom part? Kind of, you know, see if that'll get it off
Scrub it
somewhat.
on the algae.
What water source would you like to use for this?
I presume the one outside looks a bit clearer.
It's full of silt currently because you kicked up an awful lot of water.
Well, I'm going to assume that it's cleaner, so I'll use that.
Okay. The which side?
Go right.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's my right foot.
It's the left boot,
All right.
but okay. So you're keeping them on and dipping them in, or
Partially. I'm also using my 10-foot pole to assist myself with balancing and to kind of make sure that I don't fall while holding on to like the wall over here.
okay? It's very stubborn, but it is slowly over time, kind of just drifting off into the silt.
Good.
Meanwhile, back with the rest of the party. Any other business you want to do in this particular little tomb? There are several other barrels and chests.
Did Baz see what was in the chest it picked up?
No, he got distracted by the spider.
I'll point out to Aiden. Oh, look.
I guess what's...
Anyone but me. so,
I see. Alright,
I've picked a lot of algae already, okay? My
That's
brittle
true.
bones.
I got some too. I would assume that when we were out while that was happening with the lockpicking. I know we said it earlier, but
I'm trying to
I
note
got-
down like how many bottles we were gathering
right.
from where.
Yeah, let me actually write it down. So I've got 1 bottle. Okay. All right, I guess. Old. Is the chest open, or are you trying, or you just don't want to
It's
look
just
in
as
it?
open, and there's something swaddled in an old cloak.
Okay. You know, all right. I don't want to touch anything anywhere here, honestly. I'm going to use telekinesis and pick it up.
Okay. Inside are a nicely made bronze sickle. Very old design.
Sickle, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
A bronze sickle. It seems to be ceremonial.
Catches my attention.
It seems ceremonial, but it is wickedly sharp. You notice the weird thing about it is that there is a point, not just in the usual tip of the blade. There's one at the base of the blade as well. So it makes a kind of a crescent loop with points at both ends.
Like a Klingon sickle would do.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It's still got the
bat
handle. It still has the handle beneath the second beneath the original point, but it has like a. Think of it like a crescent moon on a stick.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
It's very well made. In fact, he's got some inscriptions on it.
Penny, you'd probably be the most likely to be able to read the inscriptions on this.
I will have a look at it and see if I can.
Well, also, I would check for, I don't know, if it seems fucking cursed or something. Again, I'm picking up with telekinesis because I don't want to touch anything in here.
Okay,
I can
along-
use detect magic. if need
Yeah.
be.
Along with it are a bundle of 13 1-foot-long iron spikes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna come in
here.
I would want to detect magic on all of these. I don't.
They have been treated with abjurant salt, but they are not innately magical themselves. There's a heavy patina of rust on the iron spikes. They've clearly been in humid conditions for a very long time and are not in the best condition.
Iron's good against undead stuff, though, so it might be able to
All the
take a
same.
couple of these spikes. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be useful for sure.
Written,
Especially
there is
because it's
a.
got salt in it.
You notice
Yeah.
that the sickle has things written in multiple languages. The different alphabets are wildly differing.
Is there anything written in horse on there?
No.
Penny, would
Anything Aqua, Abyssal, Celestial, Terran, or Sylvan?
All of them.
Fuck.
oh,
I got some reading to do.
They all say the same thing.
That would be.
It says, "We beg you, stay still. Keep your rest. There is nothing more for you in the waking world."
oh no. I don't think we should necessarily take this.
I'm just gonna like assume that those tools were used to kill the undead.
No,
That's why
maybe.
they left them there so they can't be used again. So I recommend leaving it there.
You could roll a religion check if you'd like to get the context, because these are somewhat cultural artifacts.
Okay. Or could I do geography?
Look. Yeah.
If you do not
or
have,
local.
you can roll those two. They'll be just let me know which ones you take.
I am taking geography because I do not have religion as a class skill. Well,
Yeah, I'll do geography too. Just figuring out. Oh, hey.
Okay, you know this quite well from your ethnography of this area. What would happen is that when someone who's buried, who is assumed to have been involved in bad magic of some kind or magic in general, a stone would be placed in their mouths. A iron spike could be driven through their chest or spine, or a sickle placed about their neck, jaws, or elsewhere upon their person to pin them in place so they could not rise. Similarly, they are quite often buried facing downwards.
So if they try to
I know
dig
what
up,
this is.
they dig in further down
Ooh.
instead.
Yeah, it basically keeps the undead from rising.
You suspect that, given that this is the first mausoleum and seemingly the main pathway into the rest of the facility, that this might be a spare set.
Oh.
And given that some of the materials here, iron for instance, are perishable when driven into the soil, that these might be intended to renew existing bindings.
Ah, I see.
I mean,
Alright.
if it is for that, it could be worth considering taking it with.
I would say so if we're going to go in. So I'll relay basically, most of this to the rest of the party. It's like, hey, yeah, these are just, I remember reading about this somewhere. It's just customary for them to kind of leave these for, here in case of emergency, or just so you can go through and make sure that the dead are staying where they're supposed to be. So yeah, I'd suggest we take the spikes, and I don't know what I should. Someone should probably take this sickle too. I'm not sure if anyone has any training in such a device.
Oh, I was gonna take the sickle even if it was cursed. Like, was always gonna happen.
All right.
Essentially, what you, statistically speaking, due to the Gerent salt on this, you treat this like an anchoring weapon, but it only works once.
What do you mean?
If you hit someone who is undead or a fiend or similar with this sickle, and specifically if they are on the ground, it will pin them in place and they will not be able to move unless they make a DC 24 strength check.
Okay. Cool.
It basically
It's like a trap.
Like, do you replace Silent Hill the room?
Yeah, it's all the joke.
Like shouting, freeze, bitch! Like,
Of more pressing concern is that someone just pulled Baz into the water.
What?
That's not ideal.
Hold on, when did that happen?
Just now, I'm guessing.
Or, in character terms. Oh,
There's a loud splash from outside.
Is there an allowed? Oh,
Something is in the water with you, and you don't know what it is.
what is it grabbing onto?
Shit. Oh.
It had initially grabbed onto your foot above the boot.
It doesn't want to touch the spider either.
Does it? How strong is its grasp?
Very.
Could I attempt to stab at it?
You may, but you'll be stubbing blindly, so you'll be at penalties.
Ah,
Let's go
Blind
ahead and
sense.
roll initiative, shall we?
yes.
Yep.
Let's do this by the book.
Just a reminder, because I always forget to click your avatar or the character model first before clicking the icon before rolling initiative on the or on the thingy.
oh, fucking hell, here we go.
Four content.
Why is the spider on the initiative?
Why is this spider? Oh
Don't worry
no!
about
I'm gonna worry about it.
Why did it roll higher?
It's a spider. They're really fast.
They zoom.
Hi. Who is eating something crunchy?
I made a mistake.
Not me.
No, don't get it twisted. That was actually Baz's knee.
Oh
Bill,
Matt,
I don't
it's
know
good
if
thing
I'm
I'm a half troll.
supposed to be able to see like to almost the top of the map.
It's a little bit of.
Oh yeah, you can see straight through. You've got dark vision that far, so you can see there is an enormous dog chained to that wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
why I was like, maybe I'm
Oh.
not supposed to see that actually.
Oh no, you can. It looks like this.
Oh Jesus!
Doug,
It looks like it's just spewing black brackish fumes at the back of it.
Wow, that's really horrifying art. Good job, Bill.
It is tight. It is chained to the wall. The chain is completely taut, and it is straining.
So it has
To get
seen
towards
us
something in this-
too.
No, it hasn't seen you. It's seen something. And because as you see, it keeps moving to the left, and then it'll move all the way to the right.
Oh, that thing that they do. Yeah.
Like it's trying to. It is trying to get to something you can't see, off to the right. It's trying to burst its chain.
Well, that's not concerning. So bad.
For reference-
How are you?
For reference, the animal is about 4 foot high at the shoulder.
Hold on. How tall is this again? 4'9". Huh.
It comes
It's
up to
okay,
your chin.
Penny. I'm even more of a womanlet.
You're more of a woman.
Ah, good. We can have a height discussion while Han's being drowned by.
Right. it's
Well, it's the spider's turn anyway.
Han, what's your CMD?
My CMD. Let me have a look. Flat-footed or regular CMD?
You've not acted yet, so flat-footed, please.
16.
Okay. And
Against grapple, it would be too high.
okay. Ooh, okay, yeah. So it definitely passes its concentration check. Confirm. Okay. What is its bonus to that? So what's your CMD versus grapple?
18.
Beats. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me get some d4s out. And high or low?
Let's go low.
Oh, you're like, what's your out of dex and strength? What's your highest?
Strength.
Okay. Please take 4 points of strength damage as something wrenches your knee out of joint.
Damn.
Yeah, I think Basil's fucked. I think we should counter losses.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I hit my headset on my standing mic. Tell me if that sounds cool. I'll use it for the spooky noises later.
Try to figure out how to recreate the strange noise in the beginning.
Yeah, I think for that I just need to.
Oh, this whole campaign is just a Foley experiment, so that I can eventually.
Well,
get
yeah,
it
I
in
would
the
like to
game.
get a soundboard. Maybe I'll have that, and I'll have the from which originally started, of course, with many years ago. The first
who could forget that wonderful moment when Nuka's brother fell down the stairs and it was caught on the audio and
Yeah,
using it
well,
ever since. Thank
yeah,
God the horrible son wasn't hurt.
Yeah, just real quick, just to explain the meme is one day, like 5 or 6 years ago, our Scottish friend's brother fell down the stairs while he was on stream with us, and you could just hear "whoa," but like in the background, so "whoa."
So, Han, yeah,
There's the meme explained. Now it's ruined, right?
yes. But Han,
Yes.
you are currently grappled under the water.
That's not ideal.
Something
Shit.
has.
Is he totally submerged?
You've got blind sight, right? So you can see through silt and water and such.
Yes. Apparently that's like the better version.
Sometimes it's a curse.
When there's things you'd like to
As you
unsee, I'm
see
guessing.
this.
Ugh.
A blackened, rotting carcass. Its veins, like, and body bloating in, and its grasp is like a vice around your joints.
I see.
And it's not physically twisting you; it's grabbing hold of you in desperation. And every now and then, a horrid spasm rocks its body, and it simply twists its entire form. And you feel it nearly wrench your kneecap clear out of its socket.
I think there might be more than
You
one.
can feel the tendons screaming, trying to hold on, and they're starting to fail.
Shit.
Fug. Fug mind.
Comrade, you hear gurgling, a splash and some gurgling.
Comrade.
Hello? Oh, Mark might be away for.
He's looking at his shiny new sickle.
No, yeah.
Eris.
I think Mark's back. He just doesn't.
Yeah, I am here.
Okay.
I have awful visibility of this fight.
Yeah. Let me keep that in mind. The torch just went into the water.
Do you have a dark vision or low light vision or anything like that?
No, I do not.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so...
But I think that's your only light source just went into the water.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
I do have a lantern.
Okay, I will put
Right,
on
oh,
the-
Penny's got the lantern, yeah.
Okay, what brightness have you got it set to? What kind of...
Probably not the max.
I'll keep you at regular torch, which is 15 and 15.
Yeah, so.
But you can't really see what's going on beyond the... because the wall is in the way.
Yeah, because the wall's in the
where
way,
I'm
yeah.
situated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to... Guess I'm just gonna have to smash this dude, and I... Over
You see
here.
I will say currently what you can see is a great deal of splashing, but it's below the surface of the water.
Okay, obviously, I don't want to go in that water.
Well, today we learn quite how much the party likes Baz.
Oh no.
As the most powerful member of the party might get done in because the rest of the party are afraid of getting their feet wet.
Considering the strongest member of the party is currently
Cohesion.
getting, like, fucking teared down. What do you think is gonna happen to us?
Ah, fuck.
Oh no.
Like the Enterprise away team, or the Enterprise DOA team, watching Worf get his ass beat for the 10th time. It's like, you got it, bud. You got it.
This time, it won't job, I swear.
I haven't even got like a... So like, the ideal weapon for this scenario would be some kind of spear or something, can it? Which is just... I do not have.
We've got we've got these iron rods.
Yeah, you can use them as they use the stats of an iron stake, which is a D4. It looks like a dagger, but with a worse crit range.
Yeah, but
I assumed we all took one of these iron
There's 13
things.
of them, so there's plenty of them. You can even throw them.
yeah, but like,
In water, not probably the best. The weird thing up in Pathfinder that they say, like, because how the rules work, technically spearfishing is completely impossible because
I was
the rules
gonna say,
are fucking
what?
stupid.
Like,
But,
how do you spearfish then?
The rules aren't very good. Don't worry, I'll be ignoring that.
Okay, because like he can if he can kind of get a good idea of where the Zamboni is or
He is
whatever. it is.
throwing iron spikes into a grapple, however, so keep that in mind.
Baz is also
Yes. Okay. Never mind. Let me think about that for a minute. I see your point. Okay.
Maybe fucking Inquisitor Maggot here to scream freeze and throw iron spikes at people.
Oh, my friend has gone missing. I see a lot of thrashing in the water. Better start stabbing wildly.
exactly.
Like I'm on the fucking Japanese version of Deadliest Catch.
Takeshi's catch. Life goes
Takeshi's
in,
whaler.
guts come out.
That's a little bit too real.
I'd watch Takeshi's catch, it'd be fucking lit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the 10-foot pole thing, right?
No, it's in the water.
No, that's his. Oh, hey, you can have my pitchfork. I don't know if it's gonna help.
Here, this is a farming implement. You can use it, can't you? You filthy
Right, you
communist.
know what's up with this.
Just pick like a Baz, like a haze.
Well, like, look, he's just look. He's adding to his collection. I've got a. He's got the sickle. Now he's gonna give him a pitchfork. It's just all coming together.
It's all coming together. We can start a farm.
It'll be our farm. It'll be okay.
That's the plan.
Dude, I don't know if at least if you grab the.
Yeah, I've got a plan. I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the gorb out of my pocket. I'm gonna say, Almighty Gorbachev, I need your advice in this moment. And I'm gonna shake it like a magic 8-ball and see what he says.
What does the birthmark say?
It says, "Holy fuck, undead are real."
Oh no!
For real, for real.
That's fucked up.
For real, for real.
And there's a long followed by stab him.
Yeah.
I guess. Question mark. Over the course of there's like 3 different birthmarks that have all lined up. Perfectly.
He's fucking double, triple texting.
Bruh.
It's like a fucking Undertale text crawl on Gorbachev's
Oh
fucking
god.
birthmark.
I can't see past that either. There's the water. Yeah. I feel like I've got to do something, and I like let's just fucking stab in the water with the pitchfork.
The original plan stands. Just stab wildly. Can I as a would I be able to pass my pitchfork, or is he just gonna go with? I would go with the iron anyway, because iron and undead and all that. So if you're gonna stab wildly with the iron.
This has just turned into a very violent gotcha game. Something at some point might float to the surface. Find out.
The thing is,
How
even
many
if
stabs until we get a 5-star.
even if stab Baz with the pitchfork, he can grab onto it, and then I can use it to pull him out.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
he's
just
not
hold
seizing
on to
in
the
pain,
pitchfork
yeah,
He just
but-
impaled you with. Come on.
It's just like taking a sausage out of the oven or something.
Who the fuck takes a sausage out of the other? You just take the tray out.
Like yeah.
Yeah, that's
Would make
Stab
more
your
sense
fork
in
in
a
it.
pot.
It's that picture of Ainsley Harriott with a sausage on the fork which just says prick with a fork.
Eat it right out of the oven.
Surely nothing was wrong here.
Nope. What are you gonna do then?
Well, what's gonna happen? You can still manage it, even if there's a fucking rotting carcass down there breaking his legs as we speak.
Well, I mean, I guess honestly, you can either have your leg
The fucking
broken
rotting
and ripped off
jujitsu
into the
practitioner.
swamp and drown,
Smacking
or
your
maybe get
Wait,
stabbed.
wait. Oh, no, that would probably be done. actually.
Okay, I'll put it this way. I'll give you to this for free as a common sense roll. I'll let you make your roll for it. The bigger issue won't be, Baz has got a broken leg. It's, we're here having to take Baz through this graveyard when he has a broken leg and can't properly defend himself.
But again, he's either gonna. It looks like it's gonna have at least a broken leg. Has his leg been
It's
broken?
on it. If you don't
Already?
act soon, it's an actual major
Okay.
threat that leg will give out soon.
What I'm hearing is that we should leave him underwater, and Bill, I think that's disgusting. Like, we're not going to leave
Just
him.
throw the gorb onto him. And it's like,
It's
Corbin.
Corbin time.
For the Corbin, cope.
Oopsie.
Jeremy Corbyn.
I feel like this is going in strange direction.
Can't be much worse than when I point out that the new Prime Minister looks like Ed Miliband in blackface.
Dude, he does though. a little
Do
bit.
we have like a rope of some kind or some one of yours maybe?
I don't know if I don't think we're gonna be able to pull Han out if we're providing opposite force. It's just gonna break the leg faster.
People handing comrade things will have to take an action to hand it to him, and he'll have to ready his action to use it.
Okay, well, I didn't end up handing him the picture.
But we haven't.
We do go with any of that.
Okay, yeah. One of us has to have taken a rope, even right now. But
probably fucking bad.
Well, I believe several of you were meant to have picked adventuring gear because you joined guilds.
You see, Bill. I
Did
did
anyone-
join the forestry one if that gave an additional rope.
Yeah, you were meant to pick from a list.
Yes, I know. Then I procrastinated.
I didn't even see
Well,
this.
pick one now.
Bill, I live with you.
I was cleaning the oven.
You know, you said about the sickle, like was used to trap the undead or whatever. The same is true for the little iron daggery things.
The iron rods will only pin someone in place if it's hammered in with a hammer. The sickle works with just a hit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw the sickle in there.
No.
Even if it hits Baz, like he can grab it and hit the monster with it.
Okey-dokey.
He's not undead, so it won't freeze him. Like
Keep in mind, you might lose your sickle.
aside,
Baz, do you want to die?
no comrades left behind. It's only material possessions.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it did take me half an hour to decide. But
Should I let him die?
The sickle's kind of nice, but... Okay, Bill, I'm posting a screen cap of what the packages that I'm picking.
Okey-dokey.
It is the Wilderness Wonder package.
Good pick. Oh, it comes with the one with the cold iron flail. Nice choice.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh, there's a bunch of weird. The one that Han has is obscene. The shit it gets.
Masterwork
Yes.
Great Axe? Hello?
Yes. It does say that if you want to switch the master working to any other weapon on this list, you may, like the long bow or the short sword or even the flail
Okay.
or the shield.
my only concern, I could still like potentially. I'm not gonna one bomb Baz by mistake. So I guess the. Let's see.
I was about to say.
Roll the
no.
d10,000. Roll.
Oh no
please.
no!
I knew the second. I wasn't going to say anything because I knew if I point it out.
As soon as you said, like, as soon as I want to kill him
everyone
instantly,
knew
right?
what was about to happen, but we didn't say it because we knew if we brought it up, it wouldn't have happened and would not have been as funny.
I'm sure glad that the D10,000 table made my head into iron, because I'm sure as fuck need it.
Shame it didn't do anything about your kneecaps.
No.
Spine's fine though.
When caster dies, no birds sing for 48 hours. What kind of
Aw.
fruity bullshit is that?
It's kind of gay.
Yeah.
That is kind of gay.
Well, kind of ominous too.
Also ominous, yes.
Oh no.
That sounds funnier.
While caster sleeps, he appears to melt like a wax dummy.
That's funnier.
Yeah.
That's gonna be remarkably unnerving.
Oh god, you're like one of those like wax models of Lemon in repose.
The thing is, does it eventually look like he's in a liquid state, or is he just constantly melting?
Oh,
I'd say
that
he's
Melty Man, that movie.
It's like a waterfall almost.
Have
very
you?
slow.
What's that movie called, Bill?
It says
He
like
has
a
drip.
wax. It's like a wax dummy, so it depends on the temperature.
There's a horror movie. It's called The Incredible
The
Melting
Melting
Man.
Man.
Yeah, there you go.
Focus.
You know,
People die.
those like pictures that oh, what an awful explanation. It's like They make them like landscapes, and the water's like running behind the layer behind. Does anyone know what I'm on about? Never mind. Move on.
Roll to hit once more, please. Okay, Han, does that hit your AC?
Yes, that does hit my AC.
Great. Great.
What race are you?
Grendel.
Are you considered a native outsider?
Yes.
How unfortunate!
Oh no.
Oh shit, here we go.
As you are pinned in place by the endurance salt sickle. You're being ripped limb from limb by it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, we're about to get that second edition drip right now.
Oh, I accidentally Trotsky'd you, bro.
It's okay.
My bad.
Oh god, I knew something like this would happen. I knew I would include any kind of horror, and it would just turn into The Descent, where someone pivots on their heel and just buries the climbing axe in someone's neck.
Oh, we recently watched The Descent, by the way. Yes.
It doesn't hold up very well, unfortunately, in my opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was okay.
It's not as scary. Okay. I need to grab something real fast. You'll react accordingly.
No.
Momentarily, I need to get my copy of Eberron Torn Sunder out.
Well, I think we're all gonna just, well, at least from what I can see or witness of this, I guess, just. Oh right, I was stuck there, so I can't move because we're in combat. I forgot. I don't know. I guess. Can I see?
Here we go.
Enough to see something kind of happen there, little fucky.
Okay.
Thing is, there was also. Wait a second. Let me. What's the crit range of a sickle?
Let me.
You rolled a 19.
No.
Oh no.
Roll to confirm. Normally it's a 20, I know, but these sickles are sharpened specifically to hold undead in place.
By roll to confirm, you mean roll again, yes? Just making sure. So just the same thing.
I thought to myself, it'll be nice for them to have a sickle that has a better crit range.
Meanwhile.
So Mark, if you rolled to hit once more.
Oh yeah, just the last roll you made, just redo that.
Han, does that 17 hit?
No, my AC is 17, but do I get any bonuses for being in the water?
I can't imagine.
You do get. I think you get a bonus to hit. You do get a bonus. You do get a bonus to AC. Do not sing that version of the song right now. You do get +2 for cover, so you're not critted. However, which is good because I was about to consult the Eberron crit table. Could you roll me a d20 roll just to see what you got hit in, because this is important.
Please be funny number. 2.
You hit in the arm. Roll me a d2 to find out which arm. 1 left, 2 right.
What did I miss?
1.
You're hitting the left arm. Your left arm is pinned. You can see it anchored in place.
Just the arm? Like, can he still move the rest of his body?
Yes.
Right, sweet.
Any movement pivoting around that space, if he moves from the space he's in, you're going to start taking damage as impaling.
Also, just as a question, what leg does the zombie have him grasped by?
The zombie is currently wrenching at his right leg.
So he's now being
Everyone's playing
contorted in
Pathfinder,
2 different
meanwhile
directions.
playing-
No, that'd be left leg because that's the leg that was in the water.
Okay.
So my left arm and my left leg
You'll be
are
alright.
having a time. Nice.
You'll be fine.
Oof.
Exactly.
Look on the right side. If you had rolled quite high on that, it could have been really bad. You could have been hit in the head.
Well, at least he wouldn't
That would have been
remember.
remarkably awkward.
He'd emerged from the water looking like the world's worst unicorn. Comrade! Okay. Mark, is there any other actions you'd like to take?
Just apologise.
Apologies, sir.
I'm sorry.
My
The
bad.
optimal response would be.
Okay, Eris, it's your turn. You have seen this fucking Benny Hill sketch unfold before your eyes.
I wonder if you can even hum that without getting
Here's the
copyright
point,
claimed.
You'd have to roll a perception check to see if you even noticed everything that's going on. It's kind of a hot mess.
I would like to. One moment.
If you'd critted that whilst I was using the Taunts Under table, I would have laughed my ass off.
16.
Okay, yep. You can tell that something is grappling Baz. You're not sure what it is. Though you've noticed that coin mark threw the sickle at it. You're not sure who got hit.
Okay, could I move semi into the same square as Mark?
Provided you do not end your square there, yes. It's that you'll be shunted in the adjacent square at the end of it.
So like this? Or...
Either or, whichever side you prefer.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Okay, that's move action. Yeah, but swift and ascended left. Or you can basically lean into any square within your natural 5-foot reach.
Let me quickly check what one of my spells is. Like what it takes to cast. One, it's a standard.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not sure if I should cast Entangle or not in this tiny space.
Entangle is a very large area of effect spell, I should state.
Yes, 40 feet radius, so that would probably not be the smartest. What else do I have? You know what? I'd like to summon.
Okie dokie. Let's see what is behind door number 1. Roll me a d20.
Okay. 4.
And a d6.
Gee, I can't see how this could possibly backfire.
It is a canine.
Oh no. It begins.
You're muted.
Yes, you're muted.
God damn it. I always do that. There was a point where we should have stopped, but let's keep going and see what happens.
Okay.
It's either
It
this or
is-
casting Entangle.
Okay, it has got 2 hit dice, so roll a d6.
4.
Now roll 4d6. So 4 and 4.
5, 3.
Okay, it's a canine with a proboscis and a...
What is a proboscis?
like a
The
almost like
long tongue.
a long spiked tongue thing like butterflies have.
Like, yeah, like a
It also
fly or
has spines covering its body.
Oh, I'm sorry, doggo.
And another 46, please.
2, 4, 1, 1.
It is covered in flowers
And
and has antennae. So it looks like, yeah, it's a strange
butterfly dog.
spiky butterfly dog. And
Ooh.
let's see.
Didn't get the butterfly dog.
Let me find art.
And another d4, please.
1 d4.
Unfortunately, it's hard for me to find a picture of butterfly dog because that's also called a
That's-
papillon. So
1d1, and you should roll 1d100 3 times.
3 times?
Yes, please.
3D. 33, 64, 5.
It's a +5 to grapple checks. It gets a AC of... could you roll a d20 roll, please, for that?
4.
It's 4 additional AC, and you can cast Colour Spray at will. Actually, no, that's right what it is. I'll give you what it actually said. It gets Prismatic Spray at will.
What is prismatic spray?
It's a random effect that includes things like instant death.
Oh, great.
Well, so a walking D10,000 chart as a dog.
No, there's only like 7 effects, and all of them are horrible.
Oh, God.
It's a very high-level offensive spell. The summon table doesn't give a shit what level you are when you summon it in, though you do need to roll a domination check, which is a cast level check, please.
Oh yeah, I need to...
So you summoned the Midnight Butterfly, Canine Edition.
I'm sure the other dog appreciates that.
Oh yeah, that was...
Right, the other dog.
You won't appreciate it, Capcom.
16.
It looks at you and blinks its antenna at you.
I will give it a thumbs up and point at wherever Baz went.
Roll me a sense motive.
Oh no, did I summon an enemy for us again?
Well, second time's a charm, I guess.
Man. It's always the dogs.
Apparently.
What's the dog doing?
8.
Oh,
You're not sure about this.
oh
So
no.
let me find you a... I'll find a random image. I'll take your...
I'm making it, don't worry. I'm doing it in Photoshop though this time
God.
rather than drawing it because it'll be way faster.
Okay.
So let me remind me, it has a proboscis, it has spikes, and what else?
Wait a minute, what is there? So 2 entries in the initiative.
I only have 1.
Why it's just 2? One
I'm
for your
the
profile, one for
14.
you. It's also a 15.
Bruh.
No.
What else does it have other than spikes, real quick, so I don't forget?
A proboscis and antennae,
proboscis?
so it looks like it's got like a
Antennae.
butterfly's head and it's covered in spikes.
Okay.
For some reason I get cats as a result on Pinterest.
But in case the creature can't react this turn,
God, I found a corgi with a flower crown.
hang on. What the hell's going on with the damn initiative? The initiative's all over the place.
What's going on?
Should I tell you how it is on our end?
It looks quite different on our end. you
Let
know?
me,
Yeah.
let me
I'll
refresh
take a
it, because it's
screenshot.
also seems to have
Yeah.
rolled separately for each of you on your profiles as well.
Oh, that's weird.
There's a screen.
It looks it looks totally normal on my side.
Okay, now
I've
it's
got it
sorted
in
itself
play,
out. It's sorted itself out when I refreshed.
Ah,
Mhm.
okay.
There's a bug.
Cool.
Yeah, it does that sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah, I was confused.
So
why...
it means that Comrade's turn's actually this next one.
Yeah, I was
one,
confused why like Comrade
Because-
was first and I was like, huh?
Commie Mark's profile got a separate initiative roll for some reason on my end.
It is okay. I'll just
Okay, so you summon.
cope.
Okay, so that will be your turn. Unless you have anything on swift action to do.
Since from the sense motive, I'm unsure on what that thing will do, right?
You're unsure, correct?
I'd like to use intimidate against it, so it will help us.
You'll have to do that on your next turn.
Okay. Could I swift action just ready a weapon?
You can ready a weapon as part of your move action.
Okay, then I would have done that earlier. I suppose. Yes, that should be it. Time to panic.
Okay. Neri.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay. So, I'm just gonna take... From here, I'm guessing I can't see much of anything. Because I'm kind of in the corner here. So I'll take a 5-foot step here. I should be able to now see what's going on, correct? How much can I see with dark vision of what's going on underwater?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Sure thing.
You see that there is a struggle underwater, that Baz is likely underwater as well, and you saw Comrade throw a sickle into the fray.
Yeah. Can I see the zombie at all?
You can't make it out. You know something is there, something as a dark shape clinging to Baz.
You said that it seemed that the way it was clawing at him was like it was just trying to get out, right? Just trying to escape. It's not like it's trying to pull him down. It's trying to come up.
Right.
Okay.
I couldn't see that part.
Right.
You can't tell. You can't even.
Yeah,
you don't
sorry,
even know what it
I'm
is.
trying that again. Yeah, I'm being retarded. My bad. Yeah, my bad. I forgot. That I didn't hear that or anything. Okay. There's no way for me to distinguish between what the blob that looks like that I can see that looks like Baz and the blob that
You can
or
see
something else.
You can see Han's form, which is hulking, and you see something trailing off from it. And there's a very frantic and close brawl going on.
I'm gonna see, just out of curiosity, if the aura of calm does anything. Which I think
Aura of calm is mind affecting, correct?
it is aura of it just okay. It's will save.
It isn't mind affecting.
I'll just send you the
Yes, same thing.
the language so you can see it. I don't see any specific mentions. Here you go. Oh, it would better than me. It doesn't say anything about that, I don't think. But I can pull up the article, I guess, too.
It is an emotional effect. I'll roll it so.
Would that work?
It's an emotional effect. I'm not sure if it would be effective, as this is a member of the mortally challenged. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt this once. I will check up later for the sake of expediency.
Cool.
What's your DC?
It is... Wait, for what?
For
mean,
the
like-
calming aura.
Oh, right, which is...
Half DC 10 plus
Half
half your level plus your wisdom mod. Write that shit down.
Wait, I don't know where is DC?
It is 10 plus half your level, so 1,
Yeah.
plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, plus wisdom. I didn't know what you were asking me for. 4. So...
So 15.
15, yeah.
By hook or by crook. Okay. Okay, it will succeed.
Hell yeah!
Bruh.
As in, it succeeds, it's safe.
Oh. Rude.
The glimmer of hope.
God
Drink
damn.
cancelled.
Drink cats.
There was an attempt.
Hey, let me double check one thing. Oh, they have a penalty to that, fuck.
What?
Never mind. By skin of your
hell yeah.
teeth.
Holy shit,
you-
okay.
Baz, you feel its grip ease slightly. Hasn't let go. But
It's not maybe
not-
ripping his leg off as
Yeah.
aggressively, at least.
That's good.
Any other actions, Neri?
Yeah, I think I can go ahead and just out of fear, I'll summon my crab hands. I think I can do that. I think that's a swift.
Okay.
I think. Oh no, it's a standard. I can't do that. Because I'm assuming what I just did there. Was that? Yeah, it must have been a standard.
Hear that, hon?
Yes,
She
it
went
is.
into the graveyard without the crab hands.
I went into the graveyard without the crab hands.
Cringe.
Sure, yeah. Wait, is that a standard? It must be the Aura of Calm thing. That's gotta be a standard action, yeah? Oh.
I believe the Aura of Calm is just a default effect.
Oh,
you
I
can
just
resume
do
and
that
suppress
all the
as a
time.
swift action.
Oh, Swift. There it is. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so then it's I am gonna summon my crab gauntlets, my crab hands. Crab hands, go.
Okay.
And that's and I'll just I guess just kind of bend down as far as I can see to get closer to the water to try and lend a hand, I guess. But and then just kind of stand there.
Baz.
Yes.
You can see it just now. This might be worse. It's just staring at you.
I see.
And as it blinks, you can see the eyeball is sticking to the interior of the orbit of the eye. So every time it blinks, the actual surface of the eye sticks to the eyelid and pulls away.
I see.
It's just staring at you.
What
cold,
would I have
dead,
to roll to
grey
try and
eyes.
identify it on the fly?
Religion.
All right. Bruh.
Okay.
Also, one thing I would like to try and figure out if there is some motive force guiding it, specifically, in addition to what type it is.
Okay.
Because I have a hunch.
Okay. It is a common zombie. Though it has the method of its animation seems to be far from standard. There's no real necromantic taint beyond mild negative energy. It appears you can see running up its body the way its flesh has been in the water this long but hasn't completely liquefied. It should be long since a skeleton if it's been waterlogged this long. It's almost like it's like something in the soil and the water has tanned it. It's been preserved. But whatever it is similarly completely corrupted the body.
Kind of like those peat bodies, those bog bodies.
Not quite. That is a simple process of pH changes. This is something is actively killing anything that tries to feed on this thing. It is the way that it is actively smoking on contact with the water. Where you can see it pulsing fumes out from gaps. And every now and then it tries to open its jaws as if it's mimicking vocalizations, but all it belches out is this thick gouts of acrid, like, soot. Those on the surface can see in amongst the thrashing this froth of prismatic, oily, like mucus that sits on top of the water surface. And where it touches the algae, even the algae seems to be dying back.
As far as like how dangerous it is, aside from the circumstances, how dangerous would I reckon it is?
Do you have knowledge alchemy?
I have...
Or craft alchemy, rather.
No, I do not.
It can't be healthy. to be near this thing for very long.
Right.
And there's a more pressing issue that is that you're drowning.
Yeah.
But even now, where this thing's touched you, your skin itches.
Gotcha. In that case...
Baz good mummy rot or something.
I'll just go for self-preservation over vengeance in this one case. And... I will grab a flask of grease, pop it, and then try and escape the grapple.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, actually I have a better idea. I'm gonna pop the grease as a swift and move action. And as a standard action, I would like to try and bull rush him away from me, essentially.
Okay.
Just kick him away.
Roll away.
Take some significant penalties for maintaining a grapple because of the oil, and this is the bull rush.
Yeah, that'll handily nudge him. I'm gonna. Are you like throwing him, or are you just kind of nudging him away?
I'm using my functional foot to just kick him away.
Okay. You boot him down into the silt. I managed to and could you roll me a swim check, please? Don't
All right.
roll the one. You
22.
breach the surface. There. Oh wait, no. You need to make a strength check first.
Is it against the sickle?
Yes.
Alright. Could I use power?
Yes.
Alright.
To be a DC 24.
Here we go.
You stay in place.
Could it be that, like, essentially what happens is, as I kick it away, like, my lower body goes up, but, like, the arm just keeps me dragged down, so it's just his legs kind of dangling.
Yes, I'll allow
in and
that,
around
but
the
you will.
surface.
But you'll take a D3 damage from the blade twisting the wound.
Alright.
Two points of piercing damage,
Alright.
and you now have a open wound in this water.
Blimey.
It's kind of dookie water. Oh no.
But now you do have legs above the water, so at least the party can try and help. Let's
Yes.
see how they help this time round.
Surely
Okay,
my
it's-
power dog will help.
Quick,
It's-
harpoon him through the
Chop his
skull.
legs off. Okay, for some reason, Baz is now on the. Everyone's doubled up again. Roll 20's turn order thing is fucking up today. Don't know why. It just keeps duplicating people. Okay, that's sorted out for now. Okay. Any other actions on?
That would be it. Although I would try and kind of keep a lookout for any other grubbins that are trying to drag me down in the water.
Okay. Okay, every time I advance the turn order, it resets and duplicates itself. Thanks, Roll20.
Very cool.
I'm just gonna keep it in
Glowing
place at the top of the
spider.
initiative. That was... It was technically... I'll roll a d20. High or low?
Purple.
Is this for me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll go high this time. Ah,
Unfortunately, that means that the bull rush is considered an aggressive action.
understandable.
So it does break the aura of peace. Okay, check. Okay. It will kind of flail at you, but it can't even get purchased in the water.
Good.
There's more belt, just its entire body, when it tries to, it's not like it's trying to speak, but it's more of a convulsion that goes through the whole body as it doesn't even have lungs anymore. It just pumps gas from elsewhere in its rotting carcass up through its throat, and it bellows out this black, brackish, oily soot. Okay. Han, as you're in the water,
Yes.
something splashes through the water beside you.
Oh boy.
It's a bird. A tiny little blue kingfisher.
Oof.
Eat it.
Little kingfisher, don't go into the brackish water.
Is it swimming atop the surface?
No, it dove straight through and is pecking at the sickle where it's embedded.
Huh. I will slowly, in my slightly delirious state now, give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
And a half smile before realizing this water is fucking nasty. I shouldn't open my mouth. Why am I doing this? Oh, sorry.
I'll just, for record, for Eris' sake, the water here is very shallow.
Okay. God, did I summon the dog into the water?
Basically, the flow of water was coming from this way, so where it's been dammed up by the thing, this area is turned shallow, whereas this area
okay.
remains deep. And here are the things. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And let's roll one thing. Okay. Eris, you're up.
Question. Can I... What does it take to dispel a creature I summon? Was the alien muted?
God fucking damn it, my bad.
Use push
Because I'm
button and
also
all
eating
that.
dinner, so I actually have a reason to be muted.
To banish a creature normally requires the banishment spell.
Well, not banish. Dispel. Stop my spell of summoning it. Because I did read
I
that
will-
if you dispel a summon, it will go back where it came from.
Yes. For normal summoning.
Shit.
The Lamentations of the Flame Princess summoning legitimately summons fiends.
I don't know what that means.
Bad medicine.
Why did
It can
I
summon.
read
It can call up some really vicious shit. It can call up a gap in reality to the water plane that begins to flood the region. That is one of the results of the chat.
Oh.
But be this way, I'll allow you to roll a domination check again to try and. You can't really regain control of it, but you can kind of browbeat it into submission so that
Could
it
I
doesn't.
use intimidate for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll on the table, please. I was literally thinking to myself, as long as she doesn't roll a 1, she'll probably beat it because I rolled a 9.
Oh no.
Any joy on the
677.
Holy shit! Oh, both of these are horrible. I'll let you pick which gun gets put to your skull on this one. Caster cannot cross flowing water under their own volition. Or caster can't wake without assistance.
I mean, that's already my norm.
Then we'll go with...
This is what familiars are for.
You can use Mr. Chubbs to wake you up.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I just have... If I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Get fucked.
Okie dokie. Han,
Yes.
something else is moving amongst the water.
Oh boy.
That's okay with that done. Eris, you have a move action left. And the dog just kind of... Well, the thing that it looks... That is not a dog. Kind of tilts its head at you. And rasps all its spines at once. More in confusion than anything else. It's technic. Move action. You can grab the leg because that's equipping yourself with the weapon in question. But you wouldn't be able to actually shift him yet. It'll be next turn.
Please
But-
grab the right leg. Please grab the right leg.
She didn't see which leg it is.
I
Roll
know.
randomly which leg.
I know.
If you roll high, you grab the correct leg. Roll 1d2, please.
Don't worry, Baz. We'll get you out in no time.
Click. You never know, she might pop it back into place.
Who knows?
Hooray, you got the right one. Which means that whoever grabs the other one's gonna give Pat something to think about. Okay. Comrade the third. I believe you are up unless there's Penny's got... You got anything on the swift action? Unfortunately, not that would be a standard. Okay. Comrade.
Okay, so you said his legs are out of the water. Is his arse out of the water?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
So what I'd like to do is use my regular sickle. Okay, I assume that he is wearing a belt or something.
Oh, okay, I thought you were just gonna stab him in the ass.
I'm not gonna give him a new anus.
Jesus
No,
Christ, he's not a fucking... I'll say he's not a side of pulled pork. You can't just tear a man apart like that.
I want to.
At this point, I might just feel safer inside of the water. The undead may be onto something. Fucking
Like to hook his belt with my sickle in my right hand and use my left arm put it like to pull Penny with, basically, because she's holding the good leg in it, so I can't grab the other leg.
You
Makes sense.
are not privy to the fact that the other leg is damaged.
Alright.
It's fucking Laurel and Harvey meets Laurel and Hardy meets fucking Frankenstein, I swear to God.
Yeah, it really is.
You're muted again.
I'm eating chips, which is like the loudest thing ever, so excuse me for muting myself.
No. Perish.
Right, so in the lore of the game or whatever, I don't know that his other leg's damaged, so I would instinctively go and grab that and it like pull out.
Yes.
Ow.
Fuck.
What?
Is there
Roll
anything I could roll to try and like mitigate any damage that would be done by just tightening up?
Kick Conrad in the face. But honestly, yeah, I'll see how Comrade rolls. And
Well,
then you
like, if I am pulling this one leg, and Annie is holding the other leg, she's not just gonna stand there, is she? Like, as an anchor, like to stop. Do you know what I mean? Like,
she will give you a +2 on the strength check.
at least she won't rip his bad leg off like I may do.
This is where the sickle just slips right the fuck through the belt and just carves a new anus the entire way down his leg.
Also,
Yeah.
just to kind of
Give him a
quickly
vagina.
paint the picture again. On the one side, he is actively drowning underwater, pinned in place by a sickle that is like impaled him through the arm. And on the other side, he is getting tugged on. His legs, one of which might be out of socket.
Trying to make a horror episode for Halloween, end up making fucking hot Laurel and Hardy shit.
And what's the zombie thing doing? Just like having a rest.
Well, it tried to catch Purchase after being booted away, and unfortunately it failed its swim check.
It's I might be better off just going in. The what? I'd rather not like rip his arm off, getting him out. Feels like a bad idea.
Couldn't you retrieve the sickle?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, go back in and. Can I go in and get the sickle and whack the monster with it in one?
The monster's quite far deep, and unfortunately the enchantment, once it's removed from Baz, will no longer function. It's only one use.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna go down and get it anyway. If the monster's too far away to attack, it's too far away to attack me.
You can basically, because if you put Baz's legs on the stone, you can climb across him and unhook the sickle.
It's turning into more and more of a Benny Hill skit.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay. You've now got the sickle back.
As I start sinking deeper again, with Eris barely managing to hold on.
Could you roll me a strength check, please?
Oh, and no. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna underwater like gesture.
Wait a minute, I just realised something. Han,
Yeah.
do you keep your kettle covered?
I was thinking about that as well. It would probably be closed, but it's not that covered, if you know what I mean. Like, I could still pull liquid. So that would have some spicy effects, yes.
Deleterious effect, shall we say?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more round.
Man.
Han, your ass hurts. More than it should.
Oh no.
Man, I hate living in Detroit.
Oh no.
Fucking hate this island.
Back at it again at Flint, Michigan.
So, I'm gonna like in underwater sign language, try and like suggest to Han like, do you want me to blow some air into your mouth? I know it's a bit gay, but you might die.
Says the man with his boot on the back of your head. No!
You want to make your foot on the back of your head has drowned you, has stabbed you, so you want to make out? Or what?
I think he should be good for oxygen for a bit longer. Like, he can hold on.
Figured that would be your answer.
The kettle, there's a kettle on his hip, Mark. That is sizzling, really uncomfortably looking.
Alright, I can still get out and return to the surface in this one move.
Oh, you're on the surface. You are standing on his back.
Alright, I'll take that kettle thing as well if it looks like it's going to blow up in the water or some shit.
Mark's taking a move from his busy schedule to Luhan. Sweet demon
Some
kettle.
dynamic redistribution of wealth.
Our kettle.
Exactly.
This is what is going through Baz's mind right now.
Probably fucking anger. You just about keep holding on. But you're starting to lose ground, and that dog is still looking at you funny. As you turn back to where the dog was, you notice that your dog has kind of wandered off. I remind you that thing can cast prismatic spray.
So let's
A
see.
6th level illusion spell that can send you to the astral plane. Can also insta-kill things.
Could go wrong.
We have made it all of 10 squares into this place.
And you are fighting a single zombie. And are losing to yourselves.
Yes.
That's how you know it's good.
I could have just left this place completely empty.
Yeah. Like, just have a
Didn't
place
even
with
need
safety
encounters.
hazards, and we will die.
Just one place with mildly iffy OSHA compliance and just watch everyone get impaled on forklifts for the rest of the fucking campaign. But, okay, Corin. You've got the kettle, you've got the sickle out of his arm. You do have a standard action left, but you're still currently positioned on his back.
Can I grab a sample of algae while I'm standing on the back?
Yes, you may. Oh,
Down here.
okay, I forgot. Yeah, the summoning has taken place. The algae you scoop up is black.
Hmm?
It was greenish before, I'm guessing?
Yes, it's now jet black.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Whatever I've taken the sample in, it has some kind of a bung on the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a...
It's fine then, I'm not worried.
Well, he's down there again. Might as well take a sample. That's what we're here for, after all.
Baz being 2 steps away from turning himself into a fucking suicide bomber.
I don't know if you're allowed to say that on YouTube, by the way.
Sorry,
Assalamu alaikum.
ICE's diversity officer.
There you go. That's fine.
Okay, so that's Comrade's turn. Neri. A absolute farce is unfolding before your eyes.
Yep. Okay, so... alright. I'm honestly at a loss for what
So
to
there's
do.
now there's a
right, I
kingfisher
know.
perched upon the sickle.
Right. He's still being dragged under. And then we also have the dog issue. Potentially.
What dog?
Okay, I'm honestly like this kingfisher, by the way. Okay, it's just sitting there, I guess.
Yep. who didn't catch this on video.
God.
It's been embarrassing. As you look at the bird, it's trying to injure you in your eyeballs with its laser pointer.
What a dick.
Good.
Okay.
As if to say, go ahead, pop off. I know what you are, canine.
At the dog. Dog doing? I would assume.
Okay, Nick.
Okay. Is it any easier for me to see down now and to recognize the zombie shape still?
It's down deeper down, so it's just a dark shape off to the side. And yeah, Han is currently like being, for all intents and purposes, it looks like Han is just being dipped in the water by Eris, and Mark is surfing on his body.
I'm trying.
But it looks like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when she comes through, we say it's not what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not what it looks like. It's way dumber.
Well, there was a point where I was worried that my sickle was going to cut his trousers off as well.
Because what I'd like to do is try to use telekinesis to like pry off the Zamboni fingers, or just pry its whole arm off.
It has been kicked away. So it's not currently engaged in the grapple.
Oh, okay.
You move it over here, freeze.
Okay, cool. But it's attached to the big zombie mass. Why don't I just pick Han up out of the water then? Is it too heavy for me to pick up? Yeah, with telekinesis, it's only minor. How much is the maximum weight of minor telekinesis?
I don't care how much famine is involved. It's not enough to make the telekinesis work.
Okay. I was just okay. Well, let's.
My
plan with doing it was I thought he was still attached. Okay, let's yeah, I'll pick him up. I'll pick everybody up then. I'll try to be strong and pick him up out of the water. Whatever. I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty sure I can lift like quite a lot too. What is it? Oh. My strength's 15, but I thought I had my drag or push is 1,000 pounds. So would this be considered I'm dragging them out of the water, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Strength check? Yes?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yep.
Does this offset the penalty of Mark standing on my face?
Roll me a strength check, Han, to which you are aiding in this ostensibly.
Yes. Could I use power again?
Yes, you may use power. Of course you can use power.
Excellent.
What's there for?
Try and
It's there to
punch
make
me out of
breaking through doors completely fucking trivial. As I've discovered. You fucking leap from the water. There's only a one-legged...
Excellent. I will make sure to land on my right leg. Not the left one.
As... Okay. As that happens... But could you roll me a perception check? Could everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Yes. Baz is a little out of it right now.
There you go.
Only Comrade sees this. This Neri's going to roll particularly well.
Yeah. Or wait, me?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Both Comrade and Neri see this. As the zombie floats to the surface, its head has been caved in by something.
Ooh.
Good.
Could it be a sickle? No, probably not.
And you'll hear a slight splashing noise and see something turn this corner here. And which the kingfisher will fly off, following through the same route.
Mm.
Well, I think we should go that way. As he points. I'll walk it off.
As Baz is walking with a bit of a limp.
Do I still have my 10-foot pole? Or is that gone missing amid the struggle?
It is. When you turn around, it's embedded here at the riverbank.
What a lad. Okay. He's on our side. Trust the bird.
And that will end initiative.
Excellent.
And before we get to Steve, what's behind that door, I believe that should end us for the week. I hope you all enjoyed this frenetic 15-foot of movement through the cemetery.
Less. Almost. Wait. See.
No, that's a fair ways.
Oh yeah,
You've got
15 foot almost.
We made some
60
progress.
Foot, right.
We did have
Yeah, a bunch of
some spooks, some
samples as
scares.
well.
Yeah. Some spooks, some squares,
Yeah.
some
Oh,
scares.
and by the way, when you turn back
whatever.
round, the coffin there is empty.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
The lid has been sheared in half,
Oh no.
and the coffin is empty.
We'll see.
How many? We've got at least 2 different colours.
Okay. Also, at this point, I should point out: are you reviewing the materials you've had at this point? Okay.
Yeah.
You notice that all of them now have this black, brackish, spindly, almost like twig-like protrusions and red dots in them. They do have a certain ocular quality to them. Okay. If you want to roll a knowledge, if we want to close the evening with, tell you what, no, we'll sort that next week. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I hope everyone at home had a good evening and enjoyed the show, and I hope to see you all next week. Any closing words from our ladies and gents?
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. It'll be the day
Under the
before.
sea.
I mean, our podcast will be, tomorrow as usual, the politics. And hopefully you guys enjoyed, had some fun. I had fun. See y'all next week.
See you next week. Hello, Prashine.